Now, the Ghana Union of Traders Association has a new president. Clement Boateng has taken over from Joseph Obeng. He's here for a conversation with me. You're grateful for joining us in the studio. Welcome. How does it feel in your new position?
Yeah, good morning and thank you for having me. Well, it's a position that I cherish. I think I will taking over from my predecessor, Dr. Joseph Obeng, who performed creditably, and I must make sure that where he left GUTA, I'll be able, to continue, and then make sure that the welfare of the Ghanaian trader is taken into consideration.
The seat you occupy is quite a hot one because you're almost always caught up in issues with, local businesses pushing their grievances forward and ensuring that they have a fair and equitable, playing field, especially in the era where we have foreign retailers taking up this space. How are you intending to, treat or adjust to this kind of atmosphere in your new role?
Yes, like you rightly said, the seat is a very, very hot seat. I can tell you, GUTA receives an average of 3 letters a day, either coming from public organization or private organization or an engagement. And so the seat is very, very hot seat. Yes. Regarding foreigners in retail trade, this has been an issue that GUTA has fought for so many years. And I can say with authority that without GUTA's involvement, the whole retail sector would have been taken over completely by foreigners. Even for all the fights that we have fought, they are still occupying a sizable place as far as retail business are concerned, and we are not, relenting on our efforts. As I've taken over the seat, I am going to, continue the fight. Even before I took over as the first vice president, we had some engagement with the new chief executive of Ghana Investment Promotion Authority, and at our last Congress that the election were held just last week, he was even there. After the Congress, I had an engagement with him, and then we turned, to proceed from where we left. If I say where we left, over 1.5 years, a task force that was formed with the inclusion of a lot of state organizations, and if they had, continued the work from where they left off, I think the work, would have been done to some large extent. But because we were close into the election, the work was stopped, and after the election, the new government also had to put things in place regarding ministers and chief executives. So when this chief executive took over, we had engagement with him, and he has, drawn up a program which we are all, following to address this situation. And I am of the firm conviction that the process that we have started, if we are able to continue, this matter, will be put to rest.
Well, on the back of that, what will be your very first hard decision, and who will it upset in your position?
Well, what I intend, to do as my first engagement had to do with having an audience with the finance minister. If you could recall, in the presentation of the budget, I know he made mention about some reforms as far as the VAT regime is concerned, and that is one issue that GUTA, has raised a lot of concerns about it, because we think the VAT regime that pertained over the years, is not the best, and so we were calling for the VAT regime, to be reformed. So there was a proposal that we took to the minister prior to the budget. Then we raised the issue of having one regime,
right,
as far as VAT is concerned, and we proposed a rate of between 6 to 7%, because in some jurisdiction that is what pertains there. But looking at the budget that the minister read, they have rather increased the VAT to 20%, because he said the previous regime was about 21%. If you add the GET fund of 2.5, the national health insurance of 2.5, and so the COVID levy of 1%, which makes about 6%, to the original regime of 15%, it gives you up to about 21%. But from 21 to 20%, we think there's cascading effect, which we had complained is still going to be there.
And this is in addition to those bringing in items, port charges and all of that.
Yes. And then he said they were also going to introduce a new tax system that we called new modified tax system, which they are going to bring a threshold of between 200 and 750,000. So if your threshold or your annual turnover is between 200 and 750,000, then you will not be charging the 20% rate, but you will be in the new modified system. We have made a calculation, and we think if that is going to be the case, then all GUTA members are going to be charging the standard rate of 20%, which we think is not fair and is still going to be the cascading effect. So my immediate priority is to engage, the minister and then see how best we call.
Have you made moves already?
Yes, I have had some chat with him, and he has promised to meet us somewhere within this week. So if we are able to meet him, we will articulate, our grievances and see how best it could be addressed. Another issue also had to do with the introduction of AI at the port,
right.
Because the government thinks there are a lot of leakages at the port, and government is not getting its right revenue. We are not opposing the introduction of the AI because we know it is going to facilitate trade and then also facilitate clearance of goods. But what we are saying is, before the introduction of the AI, government promised to rationalize the duties at the port.
Right.
And so therefore, if there is going to be an introduction of the AI, then government must first, complete the implementation of the rationalization of the duties before the introduction of the AI. Because we think currently ICOMS is at the port. ICOMS is providing, the platform, for GRA to come out with its needed duties. So ICOMS is not doing bad, but if you want to enhance, a government's revenue, we think the rationalization of the duties, must come into effect before the AI is implemented at the ports.
Right. And just before I let you go, my last question to you. From a year from now, how do you think traders will assess your performance?
Yes, I'm sure traders will have something better to say about me, because I will also, I'm going to, improve on what do we say? Capacity building. It's also one of my area that I am going to, improve upon. I'm going to engage, a lot of resource persons and tertiary institutions, to take us through capacity building, because the trading that we are doing today, we are moving away from the traditional trading to a more sophisticated trading, and in that aspect, we need a lot of capacity building to do that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boateng, for joining us on our desk.